Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Shell here and welcome back to my channel. What's up, Bombshell squad? As you guys can see from the thumbnail and the title of this video, we are at day 6. Thank you guys so much for riding out with me through this holiday season with these videos. For today's video, I'm going to be comparing the Wet n Wild 40 pan palette that they just came out with to the James Charles Big Daddy. So you guys know that this palette came out for 2019, and in my opinion, you guys haven't really seen this a lot on my channel, and I haven't really used it a lot either, but this is one of the best eyeshadow palettes that came out in 2019. Like, I'm gonna do a top 10 and this is definitely gonna make it in there. I can promise you that. When you open the Wet n Wild palette, this is what she looks like. She looks very similar to the palette from Morphe, but you do get a little bit more of a variation of shimmers in here. Overall, in my opinion, the palettes are very similar. If you guys are interested to see which palette is which on which one of my eyes, please continue to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment down below, share with your family if you somebody loves to watch makeup tutorials. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started, you guys. One is obviously the Morphe palette, and this one is the one from Wet n Wild. So as you guys can see, the colors are very similar. You almost get the same exact tones. So I'm gonna put Morphe on my right side, which is your left, and vice versa for the Wet n Wild. So let me go ahead and prep my eyes really quickly. I'm just gonna use my MAC Studio Fix concealer, and I'm gonna bring you guys all the way in. So this is my MAC Studio Fix concealer in NC45, and I'm just gonna put this all over my lid. Alright guys, I'm not looking up because y'all know my eyes crease very bad. I have 2 of the number 12 BH Cosmetics blending brushes. This is the Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to start with this shade right here in the center. And I'm going to put that all over the crease. This is going to kind of act as a transition color that's going to set my concealer. It does have a little bit of color in it, which is fine, but I need to set this before it creases. I'm now going to go into the James Charles palette, and this is that same color right here. I'm going to take it on this brush and put it all over my lid. Oh, I don't know if it's that the Morphe one is more pigmented, but it's looking like it's more pigmented than the one from Wet n Wild. I don't know. And the one from Wet n Wild definitely have a little bit more dust to it, so I just wanted to point that out, that it's a little bit more dusty. Like the Morphe one is not as dusty, and I'm using the same exact brush. Corner. Just want to use this as my transition shade. Alright guys, so this is the Morphe palette, and I have been dying to use this shade right here. Like, I don't know what is it about this shade. So I'm going to use the equivalent to that one as well from Wet n Wild, and I'm going to use the same fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start with that out in my outer V. Use that in patting motions. And then I'm going to blend it all the way into the inner corner. I think I've only used this one time ever since I got this palette. Like, alright, so in the Wet n Wild, it's this one right here, and they look completely different. Just by looking at them, the one from Morphe looks a lot more like orange, like a burnt orange. This one is more neutral, so we'll see how that looks on the eyes. And I'm so sorry you guys, I'm looking to the side. I'm looking in my mirror. So this side, like I said before, is Wet n Wild, and this side is Morphe. I definitely like the Morphe side better. The color in the Wet n Wild, it's pigmented, but it's not as rich as the one in the Morphe palette. So I go back into the sister palette now, and I'm gonna take this deep chocolatey shade on the corner. It kind of has like a burgundy undertone. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that right on my outer V and also my inner V. So that's what I'm gonna do with that color. Ooh, that looks so good. Oh my god, that looks so good. I'm gonna take back the brush that I used with the first shade. I'm not gonna add anything to it. I just want to blend to make sure that nothing in here is harsh. I just used the JH36 from Morphe on this eye. This is the M505, and as you guys can see, they're almost identical. They're very similar, so that's what I'm going to use on this eye, just so you guys know. And I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild, and I'm going to go right into this shade that's right on top of the black. That's the same shade that I used in the Morphe palette, so that's the one that I'm going to use in here. I'm going to pick this up. Yeah, the Morphe palette does not have like any fallout. This Wet n Wild one, this one has a lot of fallout. Alright guys, so that's how it looks. Now I'm going to go back in with this first brush that I used, and I just want to blend the corners just so that it's not harsh. I'm just going to cover the inner part of my lid with some concealer. I'm just going to use the same concealer that I had used to clean on my eye before. I'm not trying to make this into like any kind of cut crease or anything like that. I just want a base for the shadow that I'm going to put to adhere to it. I have two shader brushes that I'm going to use. One is slightly bigger, but that is okay because I'm literally just going to tap it right there. So I want to go in with this green right here. It doesn't look as pigmented on the brush, so I'm going to spray it with some setting spray, and then I'm going to pop it right there in the center. Really pretty. I'm just building it up, you guys. I want it to pop. Yes! I think the closest one in the Wet n Wild is this one right here. I think it's this color right here, and the Wet n Wild actually have two shimmer greens while the Morphe only has one, so that's very interesting. The Wet n Wild one, it's almost the same palette, but it's not exactly the same, so just wanted to point that out there, that you guys, it is not exactly the same. So I'm gonna spray the brush just like I did, and then I'm gonna put that right here. Uh-oh, I can't see it. I think I'm gonna mix it with both greens. I'm gonna mix both those greens because it's not giving me what I want. I don't know how long have I stopped filming, but I'm sick and tired of me stop filming and I not know. But how do you like them? They look very similar. They look very similar. So now that you've seen the eyes, I'm going to finish up my face and then I'll be right back to show you guys the final product. If you guys want to watch me beat my face, you can, but I'm going to speed through this part because you guys have seen me done it in like 5 videos already. So I feel like this video I could just show you guys the products and like blend out my products really fast because I'm not doing anything special. So if you guys want to continue to watch that, just keep on going and then we'll wrap up at the end. We love these liquid lipsticks from Physicians Formula, you guys. Like, these are one of my absolute favorite liquid lipsticks, both the drugstore and high-end. Like, this is so good. Alright guys, so this brings us to the end of the video, and as you guys can see, both palettes performed really well. Would I trade my James Charles palette for the Wet n Wild palette? No, I wouldn't. And I'm just being honest. I just feel like the James Charles palette, the shadows are a little bit more creamier. I like how they blend. I did not get fallout from this palette, but I did, however, get just a little bit of fallout from the Wet n Wild palette. So that's the difference between both for me. I know that there's a lot more shimmers in this palette versus what's in the James Charles palette, but I actually don't mind, because most of the time when I use shimmers, I don't use shimmers from palettes. I use shimmers from like liquid eyeshadows, or like I always have to put something on top because it's not giving me the voom that I like. So would I trade it because of the shimmers? I would not. Another thing to note is the price difference. This one is $20 and I believe this one is about 35 bucks. I'll include the price in the video if I'm wrong, but I do believe that this is about $35. So if you've always wanted to get your hands on the James Charles palette but you weren't able to, this is the time, my friends, to go ahead and go to Wet n Wild and pick up this big baby right here. It's only $20. It's very similar, even though it does have its a little bit of differences, but like I said, it performs really well, you guys. Like, I didn't really have much of a difference. Maybe the pigment was just a little bit slightly off, but it performed really well. I don't think there's anything else that I need to say. Anyways, feel free to comment down below if there's anything that you feel like I left out. And I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow in Vlogmas Day 7. Bye!